So the fun thing about growing your own tulips in your own cutting garden is that it gives you a myriad of choice of different colours and forms that you can go out and pick from. Last weekend I decided to go very, very pink in here because all my pink tulips were out. This weekend my dark tulips, which are in a more shady spot, they are out. So this weekend's tablescape is much more going towards these darker ones, and this is a fringed tulip called Labrador, which is really, it's a deep red. It's very, very lovely. And the best thing to do is pick your tulips, dip them into boiling hot water, which I've got here. That will sear the stems, and then just drop them into really cold water and plunge them in. So I've got really cold water in my vases. So I'm just going to do what I did last weekend, which is drop them into the different vases and start building up a tablescape. This one is Curly Sue, and it's a much more purpley colour than the claret red of that. And if you see them side by side, you can start to see that difference there. But it's also a fringed tulip. And I'm just beginning to build up a story here. And this one is called Cummings. And again, it's really elegant, this tulip. So a much paler purpley colour going into mauve with a sort of a creamy fringe here. So really beautiful. Last week I used Rem's favourite, which is one of my favourites, so I'm using it again. So we'll just plunge that into the hot water to sear. Just drop them in. This one is Siesta from last week as well. So the great thing is I'm being able to get the darker tulips, which have started to come out, and just add some of the slightly paler ones from last week, just to lift them a bit. So sometimes when you're creating a tablescape or something decorative in your kitchen, it's good to just make a start and go out there and grab a bunch of things, drop them into various vases, have a look, and then see what's missing or which way you want to go. I can see that I would like to add some more whites into it, but also my really dark Queen of the Night tulips. So we'll go and have a look and find some of those and build up this lovely tablescape. So I've been out and I've picked some more tulips, and I've also picked apple blossom from my apple tree. It's the quickest way to bring spring into your garden. If you can get some handfuls of blossom and just pop them into your vases. I'm just literally searing the stems of this apple, and hopefully it will make it last longer. And so to have the blossom and the tulips together is just a real joy. It's going to make it feel very spring-like. So a good thing to remember is always to take the foliage off and the lower leaves, and that way they won't be rotting into your water. So I've created this for you this afternoon just to show you how simple it is to grow a load of tulips and go out into your garden and just pick them and just pop them into vases quite randomly, but they are all within a colour palette, so they beautifully go together. And then I've just brought the apple blossom in because that just, you know, sets them all off really beautifully. And then I've got these 4 gorgeous little vases here, which I got from Willow Crossley, and my last job is just to go and find 4 more beautiful tulips and pop them into those, and then that will be me done. So I'll go into the garden now and go and get those.